Hello, sir. Good morning to all of you. Today I am going to take a very important lecture on Six Sigma, especially for design for Six Sigma, DFSS. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Ajay Tripathi. I am working as a quality manager with the world of 10 company, oil and gas company. Uh, I have my YouTube channel, E-Knowledge Corner, which generally I am taking uh, points on that regarding for because I'm a mechanical engineer. So generally I'm trying to think on the topic which are the interesting and what I know I always trying to share with all of you so that whatever because knowledge always should be free. So free knowledge which will be helpful for our society and our community. So let's start. Design for Six Sigma. Six Sigma. DFSS. Content we are taking today. I'm taking design for Six Sigma, application of design for Six Sigma, benefit of design for Six Sigma, philosophy, methodology, and tools, and conclusion. What is DFSS? DFSS is a new development from Six Sigma. It is a methodology to enhance new product and service development process. It provides a more systematic way to manage the deliverable resources and trade-off. It helps you to deliver better product and service that your customer want and willing to pay for at Six Sigma level. What is Six Sigma? So it is very interesting. You would like to know what is exactly Six Sigma. So it is developed by the Motorola in the mid of 1980s. Jack Welch of GE made it a strategic business management philosophy, saving $1 billion by the using of Six Sigma, spreading from manufacturing into servicing and other sectors also. Because Six Sigma it was starting for manufacturing, but later on while it was success then they taken in other sector also. Six Sigma DMAIC roadmap. What is the Six Sigma DMAIC roadmap? So DMAIC. So D stands for define. Define it means define the problem and objective. So in this stage, because there is a 5 stage. So in the define stage, what we do define the problems and objective. We noted down all these points. M is the measure. So measure it means what do you need to improve? Can we measure this? A stands for analyze. Analyze the process and define factor of influence. I stand for improve. Identify and implement the improvement. C is the stand for control. Assure the improvement will sustain. Benefit of Six Sigma. What is the benefit of Six Sigma? It is the delighting customers, solving problem, reducing defect, increasing profit, and more. Problem encountered by Six Sigma. What problem we are facing while we are implementing and what we are using for this with the Six Sigma? It does not address the customer value deep enough. DMAIC based project could not solve flaw design. Not value added process cannot be removed. So these are the problems which we are facing while we are implementing or what we are using in our industry for Six Sigma. DFSS foundation, customer oriented design, systematic creative design, robust performance and prevention philosophy. Here is example of Six Sigma in a pizza experts like problems such that 1 out of 3 customers complain that pizza is not hot enough. It could not be delivered in 30 minutes, shorted the lead time. So these are the figure out 1 out of 3 pizza, that is a 2 sigma, 7 out of 100 pizza, 3 sigma, 6 out of 1000 pizza, 4 sigma, 2 out of 10,000 pizza, 5 sigma, and 3.4 out of 1 lakh is the Six Sigma pizza. So Like in the Six Sigma, if you see how much problems are they encountering, like one left, it is coming only 3.4. So how it is improving? So Six Sigma, it means how customer is going to satisfy with our system, with our process, if we are implementing, if we are using on that. Motorola Six Sigma levels. So if you see here graph which we are using, like LSL and USL, and if you see here in this, where is the red marks like this, 2700 ppm defects. While we are taking and implementing our Six Sigma, then defect ratio, if you see how much changes comes out, USL 4.5 sigma, and this, if you see Six Sigma, then defects is coming 3.4 part per million defects. So why the Six Sigma? How much it is going to impact and changes in our system, and how customer is getting a benefit. Example, Six Sigma in pizza. So business is booming. Two new pizza oven were installed to meet the demand. Problem and solution. Customer complained that pizza is half baked. Temperature of oven, location of pizza inside the oven, content, percentage ratio, time of baking. Go back to everything before problem happened by the DMAIC. So 3 years later, now new populations move in this town, but new pizza house open. Problem, customer asks the varieties of pizza and much lower price. Solution, design it right the first time. Design it right the first time by DMADV. Okay. So management of Six Sigma, it is the, like if you see in this our pie chart, DMAIC, that is the you are going to improvement on our system. New design, that is the DMADV, and process management. So management of the Six Sigma, how you are going to manage your Six Sigma by the your industry, it is the three steps that are coming out: improvements, new design, and process management. So these three steps, if you see, you will get an idea. When to use DFS? Design for Six Sigma. When we should use? Replacing rather than repairing. Improving an existing process will never meet the customer requirement. An opportunity to offer an entirely new product or service. Why DFS is the slow to be taken off? Number of design is less than number of improvement. Risk and amount of resources to design a new product is much higher than that of improving existing product. Method and tool are the complicated, and knowledge improvement is high. Success of DFS is demand and on mindset, attitude, leadership, and culture. Design for Six Sigma, DFSS is free. So DMADB, what does mean about this? So D stand for define the project. M stand for measure, determine customer requirement and business. A stand for analyze, identify function, generate and select concept. D stand for design, develop, design, test, optimize, design, component and the complete design. V stand for verify design performance and implement design. Roadmap of Six Sigma, wise design for Six Sigma. If you see in this chart, define the problems, define the process, define the customer requirements not needed. Measure extent of problem, data from process, product and customers. Analyze the data and process find the customer of problem. Improve by eliminating cause of problems. Build safeguard, control of regular measures, checkings, opportunity for future improvement. Design for Six Sigma, DMADV, define customer need, define all requirements and gain consensus on the design generation, deploy measure of success, establish tolerance, determine how crucial features be evaluated, create improvement concept, narrow list of concept problems, detail the design alternative list, select the best of the best testing and validate the testing and deployment. DFS toolbox. What is the toolbox of the design for Six Sigma? So define stand for voice of customer, quality function deployment and Kano analysis. So how we are going to define by these three methods? voice of customer, quality function development, and Kano analysis. How we are going to measure by the benchmarking and capability performance. How we are going to analyze, trace, and process simulations and design failure mode and effect analysis and design of experience and pop matrix and verify how we are going to verify our system by static process control, response planning, and process management. Quality function deployment. This is the graph of quality function deployment. CTS correction, CTS requirement, how it is going to be happen, and direction of improvement. Relationship matrix, and left side is the customer attributes and customer desirability and planning matrix, and then importance rating and competitive benchmark and targets and limits. Four phase of QFD in manufacturing. If you see on this, that is the first is the prioritize CTX, prioritize functions, prioritize parameters, and prioritize variables. So these are the listed out which we are taking in a four phases for QFD in the manufacturing sectors. Two phases of QFD in service. That is the first is the CTS requirement, house of quality, and priority CTS requirement, how it is going to happen, and what CTS requirement, operations variables, house of quality, and prioritized operation variables. Correlation of operation item in QFD. This is the things which you must be know. I must look grade values, like there is item XYZ, and then it is going to be happen like this. What I make it stronger and it grade heavier, how I can solve this contradiction. Coupling between customer wants and engineering requirements, and next QFD step. So next we will see summary is there. First summary is there. If you see research, design, development, and product, these are the product stage. So DFSS focus here mostly on the research area, and then if you see the graph how it is going, design and then deployment, and how classic Six Sigma focus here in during on the production stage. Relative cost to impact changes. If you see, you will get the idea how it is going to impact on the entire system. Summary 2, DFSS, DMODV, define, measure, analyze, design, verify, Six Sigma, DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So there is a two things, DFSS and DMAIC. So DF, design for Six Sigma and Six Sigma. If you see in the summary number 3, investment cost saving. If you see design concept, design deployment, testing and optimization, and handover. So if you see the conventional design, if there is a conventional design, how it is graph is the going. In the starting of that, your cost is the initial is less, but how it is going to change the conventional design, it is the during handover, your cost of saving is the like it is your investment is going high. If you see compare with the your DFS design, initially in the design concept, the design deployment, it is the somehow it is the more, but if you see overall, it is the less than cost of your conventional design. So if you see, you can evaluate the things cost of your design, how it is going to impact on the entire thing. Summary number 4, design for Six Sigma business benefit, zero defect design, faster launch of product, lower design cost, lower product cost, increasing profit, big picture of design for Six Sigma organization, and people innovations and competency of marketplace. Conclusion is DFS is free, it is not a gift, but it is free. It is set by COFC, management and consultant. Philosophy is the cost of poor design. So thank you very much for watching this, all about this. Please provide me your feedback in the comment box, whatever, how you thought, how you liked this lecture, and what you like in the next lecture, what topic you want to take, and I will try to take that topic and I will try to tell you guys. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, E-Knowledge Corner, and press the bell icon for the latest video. So thank you very much. Jai Hind.